presenting the adventures of Jungle Jim. When we left Jungle Jim Bradley and Shanghai Lil last week, they were alone in the jungle near Bhutan's camp. You will remember that Shanghai Lil was planning to enter the camp herself, and that Kolu, who had been with them, had already been sent back to Bhutan in order that he might act as a spy. As we left our friends in the jungle, it was growing dark, and they were expecting Kolu to return. But instead of coming to them, Kolu gave the danger signal which had been agreed upon. The thrilling adventures of Jungle Jim are pictured each Sunday in the Comic Weekly, the world's greatest pictorial supplement of humor and adventure. The Comic Weekly, each page printed in full color, is distributed everywhere as an integral part of your Hearst Sunday newspaper. And now we continue our story. Jungle Jim and Shanghai Lil are crouched in the jungle, listening.
Listen, Lil.
There's no doubt about it, Jim. That's Kolu giving the danger signal we agreed on.
You're right.
Jim, you don't think we've been seen, do you?
I don't see how we could have been, Lil.
Well, there's something wrong.
It's probably the wrecked plane. One of Bhutan's men has found it and reported.
And that means that they'll search the jungle in an attempt to find whoever came with it. We've got to find a place to hide.
And that's right, Lil. And we've got to do it fast. If any of Bhutan's men should come this way, well, they'd find us in no time.
I told you that we were too near.
Wait a minute, Lil. That very fact may save us. No one would expect to find us here so close to camp. They'll look further back in the hills. Come on. We'll get over there behind those rocks.
Jim, look.
What?
There's a hole. It looks like an entrance to some kind of a tunnel.
Well, you're right, Lil. Come on. We'll go in there and get out of sight. It'll soon be dark anyway.
Jim, look at this place. It looks to me like the entrance to some sort of a mine.
You're right. And if I'm not mistaken, it's an old emerald mine.
An emerald mine?
Yes, and that's the reason Prince Bhutan has his headquarters here.
I don't get you.
Don't you see? We know that the Tiger Claw Society is engaged in smuggling emeralds and ivy.
Yes?
Now, by establishing his headquarters here, Bhutan has set up a perfect alibi.
Jim, you're right. In the event that Bhutan should get caught with emeralds on hand, he could claim that they came from his own mine.
Exactly.
Well, listen, there's someone coming.
Keep back. We don't want to be seen.
They're coming this way. Suppose they're coming here to the mine?
I hope not. We've got to be careful. It's a searching party.
Jim, get back, away from the entrance. They'll see you.
And they're turning off in another direction. And look, Lil. That's Hawk and son, Ronnie, leading them.
Phew, and that was a close one. If they'd ever looked in here, we wouldn't have had a chance.
That's right. But, Lil, it's time for you to leave. There's no doubt in my mind that was a searching party sent out by Bhutan to find the aviator whose plane crashed.
And they'll keep searching.
That's right. But if you go into camp now, they'll probably be called in.
Okay, Jim. I'm ready to go.
Right. But first, let's get our plan straight.
Yes.
I'll make this deserted mine my headquarters. If you get any information, send it to me.
Leave that to me. You stay here and let me get my evidence. If everything goes well, I'll meet you here every evening and give you the lowdown.
And that'll be fine if we can manage it. And, Lil.
Yes?
Have Kolu bring me a disguise and some food. There's a chance that with that searching party out, I won't be able to meet him tonight.
You keep out of sight, Jim. They think that you're dead. We'll keep them thinking that until we're ready to strike.
Okay, Lil. Now, take care of yourself. And remember, I'll be here.
Don't worry about me. When I get back, I'll have enough on Prince Bhutan to hang him.
Meanwhile, in Bhutan's hut, the wily prince continues his talk with Myra Trent and Peter Hawkins.
Mr. Hawkins, I wish that I could make you understand. I hold no malice toward either Miss Trent or yourself. Both of you were deceived by Jungle Jim Bradley.
I can't believe the Jungle Jim tricked us.
He didn't. Bhutan here is the one that's trying the trickery.
There seems to be little use of my talking to you, Ancient One.
Not a bit.
Miss Trent, do you believe me?
I don't know what to think.
I should like to think that I could trust you. Surely you must know I have no desire to hold you as prisoner.
Do you mean that you'll let me go?
Don't listen to him, Miss Trent.
Please, Mr. Hawkins. Will you let me go, Prince Bhutan?
Yes, Miss Trent. You are free. However, I don't think it would be wise for you to leave the camp just now.
You see, it's only a scheme.
Nothing of the kind, Miss Trent. I think that you will agree it would be impossible for you to make your way back to civilization alone.
Yes, but...
The hills surrounding the camp are well guarded by my men. No one is allowed to enter or leave without my permission.
Well, then you're not going to free us.
I'm going to allow you the freedom of my camp, Miss Trent.
Oh.
Within a week or two, I will be heading back toward Mandalay. You can accompany me.
But what about Mr. Hawkins?
That will be left up to him entirely. I think if you will allow me to talk with Mr. Hawkins alone, we may come to an understanding.
We've had our understanding, Bhutan.
Oh, if I really thought that you were right, that Jungle Jim Bradley really was a spy, I could understand and believe you.
Believe me, Miss Trent, I am right. The very presence of the British airplane that has been reported proves that Bradley was connected with the English authorities.
Bhutan, you're telling a pack of blinking lies, and you know it.
Oh, Mr. Hawkins, please. Perhaps you believe that he's right. Prince Bhutan, I promise to stay within the camp.
Good, Miss Trent. You may consider yourself free. Now, if you will leave us, perhaps Mr. Hawkins and I can reach an understanding.
Of course. Mr. Hawkins, please listen. I'll wait for you outside.
Well, and what have you got to say to me, Prince Bhutan?
Mr. Hawkins, your companion, Miss Trent, shows more intelligence than you do.
I don't think.
Perhaps I shall be able to find some use for her.
You've tricked her.
I have promised her nothing that I am not prepared to give. When I return to Mandalay, I shall take her with me. I believe she will enjoy serving me.
That girl will never call you Master Bhutan. She'll see through you.
We shall see. Perhaps she will decide it is better to remain alive as the servant of Bhutan than oppose him and disappear.
I think Miss Trent will surprise you, Bhutan. Now, what do you want with me?
The wise man does not beat his head against the rock, ancient one.
Are you asking me to join up with you?
Exactly, my friend. You came to India to find your son, Rani. You have found him. But unless you do as I ask, you'll never know him.
Why, you dirty rat. If my hands were untied, I'd choke the life out of you.
I am offering you the opportunity to live, Mr. Hawkins. To live and be with your son.
Before I joined forces with you and killed Jungle Jim Bradley, I'd die, Bhutan. I told you once, and I'm telling you again. You'd better kill me now. If you don't, I'll get you.
Silence, ancient one!
You murdering rat and a liar.
I'm afraid the time has come when you should be disciplined.
Make your threats if it'll do you any good.
Cole, 20 lashes with the whip may change your attitude. 20 lashes. I'm being easy on you, Hawkins. I've killed men for calling me liar.
You are a liar.
Mr. Hawkins, I have a special treat in store for you, but you may not enjoy it. You came here to find your son. Now you will be lashed by your own son.
What?
Dara! Yes, master. Find the tiger and send him to me.
Outside of Bhutan's hut, a lone figure approaches. It is Shanghai Lil, who, after leaving Jim, enters Bhutan's camp.
There's someone near Bhutan's hut. Well, if I can get him over here, perhaps I can get some information before I meet Bhutan. Help! Help! Hello! Where are you? Here, help! My plane crashed.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
My name is Lily DeVille. Can you help me? My plane crashed in the jungle yesterday. I've been wandering around all night.
Are you hurt?
Oh, no, I'm all right. It's good to see a white woman. You can help me, can't you?
I don't know. I guess I can.
You must understand, I'm all alone. Please say that you'll help me.
Of course. I'll do anything that I can.
Do you live here?
No. I'm, a sort of a prisoner.
A prisoner?
Well, not that exactly. This camp is owned by Prince Bhutan. At first he thought I was a spy.
A spy? Say, who is this Prince Bhutan?
I don't know, really. A friend of mine, Jungle Jim Bradley, came into the jungle with another white man, and I followed them.
Well, how'd you get here?
Oh, it's a long story. After my friend left Mandalay and headed into the jungle, I heard that Prince Bhutan was going to follow him. I was afraid something would happen to Jungle Jim.
So you came in after him, is
Yes.
that right?
That's right.
Did you walk? Walk.
Oh, no, of course not. I flew in, but my plane was wrecked. Yes? And then Jungle Jim was killed. Prince Bhutan's men...
Say, are you trying to tell me that this Prince Bhutan killed Jungle Jim Bradley?
That's it. I thought he'd murdered him in cold blood. But I've just found out that Jim Bradley was really a spy.
And where'd you get that information?
From Prince Bhutan. He told us just a few minutes ago.
Let me get this straight. What do you mean by he told us?
Oh, I forgot. There are 2 other prisoners. An old man whose name is Peter Hawkins and a native called Kolu.
Peter Hawkins, eh?
Yes.
Did this Prince Bhutan kill him, too?
No, at least not yet he hasn't.
Go on.
Mr. Hawkins won't believe that Jungle Jim was a spy. So he's still held in the hut.
I get it. You believe this, Bhutan, but Hawkins won't.
Oh, I don't know what to believe. Prince Bhutan says that he will take me back to Mandalay within a week or so.
I get it. This prince told you that he'd see that you got back to civilization. Well, what about the native Kolu?
Oh, he's all right.
It seems to be a fine mess that I dropped into. Where is this guy, Bhutan?
Oh, you mustn't go to him. Please.
Why not? I can't stay in the jungle.
But don't you see? He's sure to think that you're a spy. He knows that you're flying a British plane.
Oh, so he knows that, does he?
Some of his men found the plane this morning. There's a party out looking for you now.
That's all I want to know. Lead the way to this Prince Bhutan.
Oh, but he'll make you a prisoner. He might even kill you.
I don't think so, sister. Men have tried to put things over on Lily DeVril before, but they never got far. This Prince Bhutan won't be any exception.
Oh, but you don't understand. Prince Bhutan is terrible. He's ruthless.
I can be a little ruthless myself. Let's get going, sister. Lead the way.
Will Shanghai Lil be able to fool Prince Bhutan, or will he suspect her of being a spy? The adventures you have just heard dramatized will appear in full-color action pictures in the Comic Weekly. The big Comic Weekly, distributed with your Hearst Sunday newspaper everywhere. In the Comic Weekly, the world's greatest pictorial supplement of humor and adventure, you will find all the famous characters who lived in the world of color pictures. There are the antics of the Katzenjammer Kids, Jiggs and Maggie in Bringing Up Father, as Barney Google, Toots and Casper, the problems of the Little King, the amazing adventures of Flash Gordon, and the famous page, Gags and Gals. See all these famous characters in your copy of next Sunday's Comic Weekly. And don't forget our date next week, same time, same station, for a continuation of the adventures of Jungle Jim.